Anyways, so basically you see Queen Mab and the Fae Lord goes up and whispers something in her ear real quick. And she kind of glances over us and her eyes settle on you, Felix. And she goes...
I sort of, I look down at my feet and sort of, yeah.
Kind of like the usual, like, shuffle your foot kind of thing in a circle.
I put my hands behind my back and sort of like kick at the ground shyly and whatnot.
That old thing, yeah. Is that a trope, by the way? Or is that just cliche?
Maybe. If it is, I don't know what the name is.
Well, unless you're willing to lose several hours of TV tropes.
We are not going there, not right now.
We cannot afford to get trope stuck.
Okay, anyways, if anybody does, can anybody in the comments please actually count how many tropes we go through, because I'm just curious.
Anyway. The trope counter.
Introduce a trope count, yeah. Kind of like the Krillin count.
Or for those who watch Spoonie, the fuse box count.
Anyways, where was I? She kind of goes, she looks at you and she's like, interesting. You seem to be of my blood. You have not borne one of
So why are we here?
Really, you're going to interrupt the Queen of Air and Darkness mid-speech.
No.
Yeah, okay, now where was I? Yeah, I have not borne one of your kind in many centuries.
I look at her and I say, that's shocking. But to answer your question, the McLeod clan has had supposedly...
Wait, McLeod? Did you say McLeod?
Yeah, that I descended from
that explains it.
Do you have a relative named Fox?
No, and the Scottish McLeod clan has been around for a lot longer.
I know.
By the way, his last name is McLeod. So if you hear me refer to him as Highlander, that's why, people. There's also other reasons to it, but that's the in-character reason. Anyway, she says, that one was always an odd one. That child of mine. He somehow bore a child to carry on the old Faerie blood, even before he made his choice. It seems as we are working with you.
That would explain why I'm a changeling, even though both my parents are mortal.
Yes, that would explain much. Well, you said you are a member of Clan McLeod. Which of the artifacts do you still possess?
Artifacts? I've got the sword. I know that's been passed down in my family for a while.
Yes, the sword. I recall having that crafted.
If I recall correctly, there's also the Faerie flag, but that's still Scotland.
The flag. Has it been depleted yet?
As far as I recall, no, not yet.
So you only have 2 of the 3?
Yes. I hadn't realized there was a 3rd.
Then it still remains hidden. I may call upon you at a later date to find that.
Hang on, quick question. Character. It's been a while. How do deals with Faerie work?
Let me see here. I think, what was your backstory for the whole deal, Felix?
I completely forget, in all honesty.
Say I wanted the skill.
No, you are not making a deal with a Fae.
I have Ambassador.
You are not making a deal with the Fae.
As an aspect.
If I remember correctly,
okay, then never mind.
Felix is part of his backstory. This is like old shit.
Yeah, this is basically, it has a lot to do with the supposed real life history of Clan McLeod. And
Here's what you gave me.
But the old chief or whatever married a Fae, and
hang on. Here's the exact stuff, Felix, that you sent me. An early clan chieftain spent some time in the Faerie realm. In his time there, he fell in love with the daughter of the Faerie king, and they were married. Clan Deary called, and he and his bride returned to the Morn realm. However, the fairy princess could only live in there for 7 years. Towards the end of this time, she gave birth to a baby boy, whom she tearfully left behind with the chief. We made some alterations. We said he was a wizard. That chief, he managed to get some debts owed to him by by Mab, actually, is who we agreed upon. Let's see if it was. We got like a typical 3 favor deal. He got a typical 3 favor out of it. We never really explained how he got it. You said let's see, the fairy flag, a magical focus of fairy make to help protect my clan. The second was a changeling child, an heir to take my place while I'm gone, with fairy blood in his veins and fairy magic in his heart. And we were thinking about what the third one. We blended the sword with with the whole Fae child as a weapon for him to use. Because of the Fae blood, he would be weak against iron. So we needed something that wasn't iron, so we got a copper sword. Or was it bronze?
Okay.
So we blended those two, which left the third one. I did decide upon what I wanted to do with that, by the way.
Okay. It all came back to me once you read the story.
Anyway.
And actually, that's some good plot exposition for the viewers.
Anyway, let's get going.
So, where was I? The third artifact has not yet been found, and I believe you replied, there was a third?
Yeah, I didn't realize there was a third.
Yes, I may call upon you one of these days to recover that.
I would be happy to.
And she's kind of just tilting her head at you and whatnot, just kind of staring at you almost.
I open my sight.
I sort of hold up one finger at her and I say, wait a minute. Does this make you my grandma?
In a way, yes, technically.
I do believe that counts as a wise remark.
That does more or less count as a wise ass remark. So, fate point!
Yay!
You got 12!
Just a fate point thing, we're just write on your paper infinite.
Alright. He's got like an infinite he milks this like no tomorrow, guys.
And so after she says that, I go, well, I guess I'd be happy to find that for you then, Grandma.
Okay, anyways, so she's like...
And yes, I will from now on be calling her Grandma in character.
You have to watch that though. Because this is a fairy queen.
I kind of lean over to him and I say, I do have an ambassador under my aspects. Is that wise?
Okay, so you go
Do I get a fate point? Do I get a fate point?
Self-compel. Are you invoking ambassador to try and convince him, or are you...
I'm just mentioning it.
You just mentioning it?
I'm not actually trying to influence him.
Then ambassador doesn't exactly work.
Okay, then I'm self-compelling and...
Well,
wait,
to a degree, I guess.
What do I have to do?
I guess it would to a degree. Self-compel, basically you do something like it would be,
Yay!
if you're trying to...
3 fate points!
If you're trying to use ambassador to, like, convince somebody of something, you'd have to spend a fate point to invoke it. If I'm trying to force you into using it to, like, try and resolve a situation, then it's a compel. You can also
congrats, Jeff. Now that you have 3 fate points, you have 1/4 of the fate points that I have.
But I have 3!
I have a 6th. Actually, this case file is coming to an end pretty soon. Really, this was a short case file.
What? We didn't even do anything!
Conversation with Matt.
This is a short case file, guys.
But we didn't do anything!
You will.
I didn't even get light anybody on fire!
You will. Don't.
Well, not fire, but electrocute anybody.
About my history as a changeling.
Anyways, this was meant to be a plot hook for Felix.
Okay. Plot
And
hook.
just to keep it from being just a plain old plot hook, I do have something planned in a moment. Anyways, so Queen Mab says, well, you better get going. It seems that somebody's let an ogre loose.
What?
Really? I sort of look at the two of you, and I go, I bet we could help you with that.
In your realm.
Oh, well then I guess we better help ourselves.
Oh, who's the dumbass who left that one out?
You got it. At the moment, I'm not quite sure. Anyways, you best get going. Would you kindly escort them out? And she kind of turns to the Fae Lord who escorted us in. Would you kindly show them the way to the ogre?
Would you kindly?
Would you kindly? At this, the Fae Lord kindly just out, and she's like, "Until we meet again." And we basically follow the Fae Lord.
Till we meet again.
Hi, Grandma, I love you.
In character? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now we can actually use that song. Through the
Fae point.
I always forget how it goes, but it's like through the woods and over the river to Grandma's house. Like,
Through the woods to Grandmother's house we go.
now you can actually use that.
So basically, this Fae Lord leads us out, and he opens up I guess he indicates for me to open up a way, because I'm not sure exactly how it works with them opening ways and whatnot. So I'm going to say he indicates for me to do it.
Are there places in the Never Never and places in the real world where there are just open ways?
There are a few, I would imagine.
I think the Bermuda Triangle would be a perfect place.
Oh, Bermuda Triangle, I wouldn't be surprised to find out, is one.
It's just like a permanently open way. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That could be a fun book if just ways
so
started open out by themselves.
the Fae Lord kind of takes his leave of us, and I open up our way. Alright, so we come out into a neighborhood, basically one of the standard subdivisions that they've been building up around here lately. For all we know, it could be this very one we're in
Bum, bum, bum.
right now. Anyways, it's basically our standard, mostly 2-story, some 1-story houses mixed in cookie cutter style
Yeah.
stuff. Alright.
So I look around and I say, wait a minute, there's supposed to be an ogre around here somewhere?
I start counting down 3, 2, 1.
Smash!
Yep.
You gave me perfect timing just for that. You get a fate point, Jeff.
Hey, wait a minute, he doesn't have a wise ass aspect.
No, but he gave me a perfect setup, Felix. That's good role playing. That deserves a fate point.
Alright.
You know how it's basically XP and Dark Heresy. Good role playing will get you fate points.
Okay, so.
Alright, so basically you look over towards the thing and you see a big hulking ogre.